Big news Thursday morning for one of the companies that I spoke about a few weeks ago when they came public through direct listing. In that video, I told you guys that I was very bullish on the company, but that I would not be buying at those IPO high prices, as we usually see a lot of volatility for a few weeks afterwards, and especially in a market like this where, high growth, early stage companies are getting really beaten down. I thought that you should stay away and that people should kind of wait until the stock stabilized a little bit. Well, I was right. The stock is now down more than 50% from its highs. And today, I'm going to discuss the news that just dropped and why now could be a great time to do your research and decide whether you want to enter or not. GameOn Entertainment Technologies, ticker symbol GET on the CSE. And this company will likely start trading on the OTC in the next 4 weeks or so. And so for all you American viewers out there, keep an eye out on that. Now, as I mentioned earlier, this company just direct listed a little over 2 weeks ago. What GameOn does is that they empower sports and entertainment content providers with the world's simplest and most accessible engagement technologies, such as prediction games. Now, whether it's supporting TV networks, OTT platforms, sportsbooks, or leagues, GameOn helps partners turn their content, and this ranges from sports to reality TV, into enhanced social and interactive experiences via white-labeled mobile and TV apps. Now, in these prediction games, users will be able to compete for points and prizes. So it basically turns any content into a gamified experience. For example, let's say you're watching an NFL game. You can use GameOn to make your predictions and compete against other people. This could be done with anything, including other professional sports leagues, reality shows, and more. GameOn is currently trading at 38 cents Canadian right now at a market cap of $24 million Canadian, and currently has 62 million shares outstanding and 75 million fully diluted. GameOn currently has 70% insider ownership, which I love to see. This, when we're talking about early stage companies, this is going to make management that much more focused and aligned with the goal of bringing the share price up because their goals are aligned with the shareholders. Now let's get to the news. So yesterday, GameOn announced that it entered into an exclusive partnership with MX Player, one of the best OTT platforms in India. To illustrate just how big of a platform this is, MX Player has over 280 million users globally. The platform currently operates on an ad-supported model and has a streaming library of over 150,000 hours across 12 languages. Now, what is India's national sport? If you guessed cricket, you are correct, and you are not the weakest link. No goodbye. So yes, if you're putting 2 and 2 together here, GameOn will be working with MX Player to introduce free-to-play cricket prediction games for mobile. By the way, believe it or not, cricket is actually the second most popular sport worldwide behind soccer and is watched by an estimated 2.5 billion fans across the world. Yeah, that was surprising for me to read as well. Now, this partnership will obviously be a strong revenue-generating opportunity for GameOn, but it will undoubtedly also be a great way to create awareness and new partnerships globally. Think about how these types of games will engage passionate fans. There's a massive opportunity here, and there's a need for what GameOn is offering. And guys, if you could take a moment to just slap that like button real gently, please, that would be truly really helpful with the YouTube algorithm. I've been having lots of trouble sleeping lately because I've been thinking, what if people are watching my videos and not hitting that like button? So in doing so, you're gonna help me sleep better. And with better sleep comes better videos. What could be a big catalyst for GameOn? Well, that would be Bill C-218. And this is basically the sports betting bill that, if passed, will allow single game sports betting here in Canada. The criminal code currently bans wagering on a single sports event, meaning Canadians are only allowed to make parlay bets.
But to play, you have to pick multiple games, better known as a parlay. And to win, all of those games have to be correct.
If even one of those lose, well, my whole ticket loses. So still though, single game betting is easily found online through offshore companies or through the black market. And the result of that is that up to $14 billion is wagered annually by Canadians on single sports events in an unregulated market, according to gaming industry estimates. Now, it's becoming increasingly likely that this bill does get passed. However, nothing is set in stone until that is made official. So it would be irresponsible to just assume that. However, I, like many others, am cautiously optimistic about it. Now, for GameOn, the passing of this bill will be huge. They are in a position to really capitalize on this immediately, as they already have everything completely ready to go. Their concept currently is sports betting essentially, but instead of cash, they get points and prizes. So if this passes, they'll be able to integrate this right into their system. Obviously, that would bring more users to the platform and more revenue. So I will be watching this very closely, because if this passes in the next couple of weeks to a month, well, this is going to be an obvious short-term catalyst for the stock. GameOn's other two partnerships they have announced recently with 76 Capital Sports and &-or basically just signal the company's bullish game plan to scale sports and entertainment partnerships. The partnership with 76 Capital Sports focuses on scaling partnerships and revenues, while the partnership with &-or focuses on rebranding. By the way, if you're looking to join an awesome stock and crypto community, be sure to check out our Smart Money Patreon. You're going to get the alerts that you need to gain an edge in the market. Early stage exponential ROI projects like these will be called out so you can get in before everyone else. So if you're interested in that, the link to sign up for the private Discord and Patreon is in the description, so be sure to check that out. So the concept is great, but you may be wondering how GameOn actually generates revenue. What is their model? So GameOn's revenue model goes like this. They create these white label mobile applications that they sell on a licensing deal for an upfront fee from their partners, and they also generate recurring revenue from this period to period. Another stream of income is through a revenue share program with revenue generated from advertising, brand partners, and sales. Now, this allows them to be well diversified right off the bat, and also allows them to be aligned with their partners in generating revenue. So right now, GameOn sits at a $24 million market cap, as mentioned earlier. Now compare that to other companies in this industry. We got Bragg, we got Real Luck, and we got two companies that I really like in ESC Entertainment and Fans Unite. So needless to say, I do really like this space of gaming, esports, and online betting. Take a look at the market caps though. 315 million, 115 million, 70 million, and 45 million respectively. A lot of room for growth for GameOn, especially being a newly listed company with a lot to prove. So with all of that being said, here are my final thoughts. GameOn is a company that I think can grow tremendously in the coming years, with this entire industry bound to get a nice boost. The management team that they have is extremely solid, and they also have Victory Square helping lead the charge as well. Their business model is well diversified. The industry is primed for explosive growth in the coming years, and the current valuation makes them quite attractive, especially when compared to others in the space. On top of all this, what they're doing is pretty revolutionary, and in terms of direct competitors, I don't see one. So of course, GameOn is just getting started. They're a baby, okay? So don't invest in GameOn if you're just expecting just smooth sailing ahead. With an investment like this, you need to have a more disciplined vision and truly understand the opportunity that they have and completely understand the vision and the business model. If you are a trader, I also think that this stock could present a nice shorter-term summer swing opportunity as well. The pre-IPO PP, or private placement, was done at 35 cents, and right now we look to have support there. Now, as I did share last time I referred to GameOn in one of my videos, I do own a pretty large position in GameOn stock, as I own over 150,000 shares from that private placement. So yes, my average is 35 cents, and I cannot sell for 4 months. Now, all of that being said, take the time to really dig into this company, truly understand the business model, and truly understand the vision, and only invest money that you do not need in the short term. Okay, I see this all the time. I hear about it all the time. People put themselves in a really bad situation, in a really bad place, where they need to be emotional about their investment because they frankly cannot afford to lose that money, or they need to pay their rent or whatnot. Okay, the only way that you're going to be comfortable with your investment is investing money that you don't need in the short term. Simple as that. So regardless of stock price, that's what I would say. And that's something that you really need to think about. The market as a whole obviously is unpredictable, and clearly the small cap space has been beaten down as a whole over the last couple of months. Now, what you need to do is decide what your goal is, what your risk tolerance is, what your budget is like, what your time frame is for your investment. Is it a trade? Is it a longer term investment? How much of your portfolio is it going to represent? These are all questions that only you can answer yourself. Thanks for watching, take care, and invest smart.
Just do it! Yesterday, you said tomorrow, so just do it!